Bonjour classe, bienvenue dans la classe de français 2. Aujourd'hui, on va apprendre les verbes aller et venir. On y va? Okay, super bien. Bonjour classe. In front of you, you see the verb aller. Aller means to go. So I don't know if you've ever heard soccer fans. If you're a soccer fan, you hear sometimes the European fans chanting, "Allez, allez, allez, allez." It's like saying, go, go, go. They say it, even the English fans say it. It's not just a French thing, but that's what it means. So aller is to go to a place or going to do something. We're going to see a lot of uses for this verb aller. And it's a pretty simple conjugation, although it starts off a little weird because notice the verb is aller, and you see, oh look, there's an ER at the end, so I just want to cross that off and add different endings. No, stop what you're doing right there. This is an irregular verb, so you can't just drop the ending. You have to take a look at this irregular formation. Class, to say I am going, you say je vais. Je vais. You are going, tu vas. Tu vas. He is going, she is going, or one, someone is going. Il va, elle va, on va. Now when you get to nous and vous, that looks a little more normal, doesn't it? Because here we have nous allons, ONS, vous allez, easy. Vous is always easy. And then it changes up again. Ils vont, elles vont. I'm going to teach you something pretty special about this verb that maybe will help you to remember the conjugation. Did you notice that the first three conjugations on the singular side, je vais, tu vas, il va, start with a V. And then this one here also starts with a V. Ils vont, elles vont. The other two do not. They're kind of normal looking, allons and aller. But what happens if you circle all of these? My circle's not very good, you guys. It's not super straight. If you circle the ones that match, you kind of, sort of, get the shape of a shoe. It's a pretty big, huge clown shoe, yes, I will admit. Maybe if I were better at drawing, it would look better. But this is what is referred to in French class as a shoe verb. And that's because je, tu, il, elle, on, and il, elle all have the same stem. They all start off with the same part, like a V, or maybe it's the first few letters. In this case, it's je vais, tu vas, il va, ils vont. And here's one more thing about the shoe verb. Guess what? Nous and vous are the laces, because you got to tie your shoe, right? These are the laces because they tie back to the infinitive. Notice the infinitive says aller, allons, aller. They're the laces. They tie back to the infinitive. Woohoo! All right. So here's us saying to go. I go. Je vais. You go. Tu vas. He goes. Il va. She goes. Elle va. We all go. Nous allons. All y'all go. Vous allez. And they go. Ils vont. Elles vont. I do have a song for this, and my song is from a YouTube video that I found, which is kind of, how do I describe it? Kind of a weird earworm. I will definitely play it for you in class. I don't have the YouTube video queued up right now, but it goes something like this. Je vais, tu vas, il va, elle va, nous allons, vous allez, ils vont, elles vont, and then it repeats forever and ever. So we're going to see if we can get that stuck in your head in class. Okay? This is the verb aller. To go. So we'll be working with this in class. We'll be doing some practice. As you can see, I have some practice to do some phrases. How do you go different places? We're going to learn some vocabulary. À pied, on foot. À vélo, on a bike. En bus, on a bus. En taxi, that's in a taxi. Pretty obvious, right? I should have en Uber, right? That's a thing. En voiture, which is in a car. En métro, subway. En avion, in a plane. We'll talk about how you go different places. And we're also going to learn, I'll talk about it just for a moment right now, aller plus the infinitive lets you travel into the future. I know, this is so exciting. How do you talk about what you're going to do in the future? Class, you use aller. Aller plus the infinitive of the verb. What's the thing you're going to do in the future? Just stick aller in front of it. For example, les élèves vont faire les devoirs. The students are going to do their homework, aren't they? Oui, les élèves vont faire les devoirs. Madame Moore va enseigner un autre verbe. Madame is going to teach another verb. I am. How did they know? It's the future. Nous allons étudier cette semaine. We are going to study this week. Oh, yes, we are. Nous allons étudier cette semaine. We'll do some more practice with this in class, but for the meantime, take a look at some of these. How would you say I'm going to call? Or you're going to eat dinner? Or my parents are going to buy a car? Take what you know with aller already and see if you can figure these out. Okay, as I said, I am going to teach another verb, so I'm scrolling through. Here's the other verb. Class, this is the verb venir. Venir is the opposite of aller. Venir means to come. And look at the conjugation. Je viens, tu viens, il vient. Nous venons, vous venez, ils viennent. Now this is also a shoe verb, just like aller was, because it's a very subtle difference. But did you notice that the first three conjugations, je viens, V-I-E, tu viens, V-I-E, ils viennent, ouais? And then over here, nous venons, vous venez, there's no I. And then finally, ils viennent, V-I-E. It's back to that beginning. Well, if we circle all of them that have the same stem, all of them that start with V-I-E, we get a shoe. It's kind of a better looking shoe than my previous one, right? And guess what? Nous and vous are the laces. Make those little laces because they tie back to the infinitive. The infinitive is V-E-N. Well, so is it here. V-E-N, venons. V-E-N, venez, instead of the V-I-E-N. I have a song for this one too. 2 songs for the price of 1. Can you believe it? Venir is often used with this little word, de. And it's used to talk about coming from a place or having just done something. So we use de with a lot of uses of venir. Many times with venir, we'll use de. So the song uses de for some of them so that you remember to use this little word. And again, I keep promising we will practice in class, but for now, here's the song for you to commit to memory. It goes like this. Je viens de, tu viens, ils viennent. Nous venons de, vous venez, ils viennent. One more time. Je viens de, tu viens, ils viennent. Nous venons de, vous venez, ils viennent. Awesome. I know you were singing along at home. Be sure to go back and watch this a few more times. Sing the aller song, sing the venir song. You'll get good at it that way. You'll have it memorized right up here. All right, so like I said, venir means to come from. We've kind of already learned this a little bit because we can say, this should look familiar, je suis de Saginaw, which means I'm from Saginaw. So there's that common word, de. Je suis de Saginaw, je viens de Saginaw, right? So we would fill this in with je viens de la France. I'm coming back from France, or I come from France. Tu viens de la plage. You're coming back from the beach. Il vient du café. He's coming back from the cafe. Nous venons du restaurant. We're coming from the restaurant. Vous venez de l'hôtel. We're coming back from the hotel. And ils viennent, double N, E-N-T, viennent, ils viennent du stade. They're coming back from the stadium. So you can see how that is used. And class, it's also used with the infinitive to say what you just did. So aller, we were using aller to talk about what we're going to do in the future. Venir is kind of a taste of the past tense. Not all the way in the past, not like what you did yesterday, but it does help you to say what you just finished doing. What did you just do moments ago? Ah, je viens, and there's that de, je viens de. Je viens de finir mes devoirs. I just finished my homework. Or, tu viens de regarder un film. You just watched a movie. Or another one, ils viennent de manger un sandwich. He just ate a sandwich. So, more practice with that in class, but those are two uses of venir, to say where you're coming from or what you just did. And there you have it, class. That is lesson 4. And those are our verbs, which we will work on and we will continue to learn. We won't know if we're going or coming this week. Merci, à bientôt, et au revoir.